Hi Scorpio, this is your reading for August the 18th through the 25th. This is that aha moment week for you. This is that week where you realize that you're finding your balance, you're finding your footing in both worlds, inner world and outer world, staying in this place of harmony, and learning to do so without judgment to yourself or to others. Finding that real happiness within you, becoming aware that that happiness that you're feeling inside of you means that you are on the right path, the path that's for you. And releasing the need to know all of those answers, because we all tend to want to control things and know the outcomes of things ahead of time. And you're really learning to do that now. Yeah, for you, this is a week where, let me just start with these. The Grim Reaper is coming, but in a good way, because it's taken that carcass of the caterpillar, that cocoon that you've been in, and removing it so that you can become that butterfly that you have worked so hard to become. And you have worked hard. This is the card of competition and sometimes even envy from other people. Having to look over your shoulder and being clever in how you go about learning your footing, because there were people in your family or your friends or whatever that were not accepting of this change that you were making. And you've learned to put that aside and to balance it. And maybe this had something to do with speaking to friends and talking it out, and having that encouragement that you needed from certain people, but also letting go of any type of like codependency or obsessiveness that you had toward things too, because the people in your life don't have to believe the way that you believe or understand even what you're doing with your life. It's really about what brings you your happiness, and I feel like you're really learning that in this week, really seeing that. And so you're going to take moments this week where you're going to just really submerge yourself and reflect in all that has transpired, all that you've been through. And in doing that, you're going to realize that this is karma for you that's paying off this week. And also, it's karmic debt for your entire bloodline that you're helping to pay off and fulfill. And it's because you've really learned to trust your instincts. And even though you sit still and calm, there's this synergy, this quickness, this quickening that's happening for you this week, where everything is going to really start picking up and going full steam ahead for you. And this is a really exciting week for you. Really exciting week. Because here you are, really understanding how to go deep and really submerge yourself and in your passions. And these new beginnings that you've been creating, they're going to bring this richness to your life like you've never felt or experienced before. And you're going to be really starting to see it in this week. It's going to really happen fast. Once this really takes off, it's going to move like a snowball effect. And you're going to be able to create the environment and the home life and everything in your 6 degrees exactly the way that you want it to be. So there are going to be times of reverence where you reflect and you realize that you had those temptations to be your typical scorpionic self, And you chose not to. You chose to put your tail down and not snap at people or attack people with your tail, but rather to sit still in it and trust your intuition and how you should move forward. And perhaps for some of you that meant that you had to leave someone or something behind in your past and not worry about where they're at in their soul growth right now. But you're aware of that, you see. You're aware that this journey is individual in that sense, and you have to go after what lights your fire, what is your passion, and that's exactly what you've been doing. And so you are going to really see this pay off for you this week. And I feel like a lot of you have been struggling financially as well, or at least emotionally, and that is ending for you now too. And this Judgment card is proof of that through literally legal things that could be playing out in your favor this week that you're going to be notified of, because you also have the Message of Concern card. And perhaps that's going to help end some of your financial struggles. Or for others of you, this is you officially making the call. There's no turning back now. I'm going to continue to move forward, because you want to feel privileged and proud of yourself for what you're doing. And again, if this is some type of legality thing with finances, I feel like you're going to come out on top being the privileged lady in that as well. So for you, there is definitely some type of abundant gain for your week ahead, whether that's financial or emotional or both. And it could very well be for both. Now, this was a fairly good reading, but also a short one. And with my Blue Star, Star Child oracles, you have the Blue Star and Stillness. And the stillness is what you're learning to master. So reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion, because you need to give yourself props for how beautiful this week is going to play out for you. And to remember to continually follow your light of your inner compass, the blue star light, because it will always lead you to the truth that resides within your soul to bring you the most happiness and joy and fulfillment and passion to your life. And that's exactly what you've been doing, and that's exactly what you're going to see. Like the fruits of your labor are finally bearing the fruit this week. You're going to really see some beautiful, exciting things happen for you, and it's going to really take off very fast for you this week. So be sure to get enough rest and to breathe once in a while, and always stay grateful to yourself and the divine, because you helped to do this. Congratulations, Scorpio. And until I see you again next week, be well and be blessed in love and light.